Let's just have some pretty colours there. I came on a little earlier, but my Facebook live on my video was not working very well. My laptop wasn't working well. So okay, I came on, but there wasn't anybody on. So we have at least one person on now. So hi Lee, nice to see you here. I've been guided for a week or two to come on and do some live healing, and today just happens to be the day. I tend to work a little bit spontaneously, so I'm not good at setting times and saying I'm going to be at any particular time. So it just comes as my energy feels right. And so I really want to talk about that today a little bit. And hi Lee, nice to see you here. And I'm hoping a few people come on. So we have 2 people on so far. I'm hoping a few people will come on to receive healing. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the energies, because today I noticed that the energies had changed. And so I want to talk a little bit about what I am intuitively picking up on that. Some months ago, I was guided to bring through a series of light codes. There were 14 light codes that were to do with the Stations of the Cross, and it's the path of sorrow basically. So this is to do with a hi Catherine, to do with a the path of ascension. So the 14 Stations of the Cross, we started working with those, and that wasn't much fun, to be honest with you. Hi Natasha, hi Catherine. That wasn't much fun at all to be walking that, but it was a very powerful experience. So for 14 weeks, each week I brought through a set of light codes and had to live through this tricky pathway. And there were others that were on the path with me. And then we went to Jerusalem. So when we went to Jerusalem, the idea was that from the Stations of the Cross, the path of the sorrow, as they call it, we would then move into Jerusalem to receive the light codes of resurrection. So it was pretty intense, like I say, for the 14 weeks bringing it through, and I felt like I had to live a whole lifetime every week before I could bring through these particular light codes. So I had to go through a series of challenges. So the 14 Stations of the Cross are the stations where Jesus fell as he was on his path to being crucified. So basically we were walking this path to crucifixion, and it really did reflect the whole journey. When we got to Jerusalem, I was intuiting that then the light codes of resurrection would come through. I didn't know what we would experience. I was hoping that it would be a nice experience. But I was a little bit concerned because the previous 14 weeks had been really hard going. But as it turned out, going into Jerusalem really was the resurrection. Happy 18th birthday. We're going to bring you some beautiful healing. We're going to bring you some beautiful healing, Natasha, today. So hang around. So it really was a beautiful journey into Jerusalem, and it certainly felt like we had resurrected from this path of sorrow that we had been walking. And then things just come to me, and then I okay, well, let's see what happens. And then I had felt that that after the resurrection comes the ascension, of course. And but I thought, I wonder really what's going to happen after that. So, when we headed into Israel, the day that we were to fly in, one of our participants is Italian, from northern Italy, Sylvia, and Sylvia was refused entrance into into Israel, and unfortunately couldn't take part in the full program. So it left only 3 of us, and so the virus was starting to take hold then. And then the day that 3 days before we left Jerusalem, Bethlehem was closed because of the virus. So we were not able to go to Bethlehem. But that's okay, it wasn't actually part of our itinerary anyhow. And the day that we were at the airport was the day that they closed all flights into Israel. So we were very lucky. The journey was meant to be, and it took place. We received the light codes of the resurrection, and then we were to come home. Now, when I came back here to Egypt, I slept, and I slept for like 9, 10 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours, long periods of sleep. And this went on for over a week. And then I went into this very hazy days of summer, a very hazy state where I found it really difficult to work. Now, I have clients every day, but it was difficult because I have to be in the right energetic space. And I found it really hard. And it was a struggle every client to get myself in the right space before I could work on each client. And it was beginning to concern me because I just thought, I can't keep going on like this. It's like I won't be able to do my work. Then yesterday, I noticed a change. Something started to shift. And I have a bit of a theory on that, but I'm not going to discuss that now, maybe for another video. But anyway, things started to shift yesterday. And then this morning, I woke at about 4 minutes past 4, as bright as a button. Energy completely shifted. And even though yesterday I was in a different state and it only just started to shift, I was back to work like normal, and bang, 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 client, just was able to just get through them all really easy without any trouble at all. And today, I woke up and I just knew that after the resurrection comes the ascension, of course. Now, I've walked the ascension path several times now because that is my work. That's what I'm here for. That's what I was incarnated to bring through ascension frequencies, which began in 2004. That's another story as well for another time. And I've done it a few times with different programs that Spirit has given me to bring through. And this has been another program. So we've gone through the path of sorrow, the crucifixion, which is like the 5th dimensional initiation, the initiation of the 5th dimension. And then the 6th initiation, 6th dimension initiation is the resurrection, and then we go into the 7th, which is the ascension, of course. And I was guided that after the resurrection light codes would come the light codes of ascension. Now, the light codes are all to do with the ascension, but this is a specific purpose, okay? Specific purpose to do with the path. And I just knew that yesterday when the energy started to shift, that something was happening in regards to the nearly being time to bring through the light codes of ascension. And today when I woke so early and so bright and so clear, and it just happened that a couple of days ago somebody reached out to me ready to start a one-on-one live ascension program with me, the Luxor Light Ascension program, and they started today being Sunday, being the 7th day. And we did that this morning. So again, there was more signs to do with the ascension, more signs to do with the ascension. And that person happens to be living in Ethiopia. So, so in the continent of Africa, we have myself and this new participant, and another Luxor Lighter. I can't remember what part of Africa now. I need to contact him. But there's 3 of us now anchoring the energy here in the Luxor Light frequencies here in the continent of Africa. Africa being the motherland. All mothers want their children to be healthy, happy, and raising consciousness. That is what Africa wants for her children of the world. And this insight just came to me today when I was working, and I went, how interesting. And the number 3, of course, is really very significant. So I know that today is the day. Today is the day that the light codes of ascension will begin to come through. And I had already decided a few days ago that shortly I would bring through a live healing for whoever wants it online. I've tried a couple of times and nobody's popped their head up. So we're like, okay, well, it's not today, not today, not today. Today we have people here ready and willing to receive healing. And I'm going to do individual healing if people want it. And I'm also going to do, it's going to be for the collective. So the interesting thing is, so far we have 10 people on here. Now, the interesting thing is, pop down to 7. It's going to pop up and down, so we'll see who sticks around. But the interesting thing is that each individual that requires healing or asks for healing is not just receiving healing for themselves, okay? They are also receiving healing for others in the same situation, because we are all one, so we're not, it's not all about us anymore. As we move through the ascension and we come up into past the complete the 7th initiation, which is the 6th dimension, and into the 7th and into the 8th initiation, which is about hi Helen, Rachel and Janet, is about stepping into unity consciousness. So it becomes about healing not just for the self anymore. Now we are healing for the collective. So every healing that I do for somebody, that I channel through for someone and assist somebody through their healing process, that individual that is taking part in having that healing is doing that not just for themselves, but doing it for the collective, for at least one other person out there that just happens to have a signature energy that is similar, or a signature of healing that needs to be done that is similar to the individual. And so this is like an act of service, to have your own, to go through the healing and to know that you are also assisting humanity. You are assisting the collective. So the good thing to do when you have healing with anybody is to dedicate your healing to the healing of others. Hi, Rachel. To dedicate your healing to the healing of others, for whoever else may need it. It doesn't mean you're saying, I'm giving away my healing. What it does is it amplifies the healing energy, and then others also receive. You can dedicate it to a particular person, if you like, or a particular place, or whatever. Or you can just dedicate it to whoever, whatever, wherever needs it. Now, at this particular point in time, we know that the collective needs healing. We know that the collective is moving in ready for ascension. Thank you, Jeanette. Jeanette has someone who's just come into mind, and is going to dedicate it to them. So whoever comes into your mind, you can dedicate it to them or whatever. Just go with what is happening for you. So we are healing not just for ourselves, but we are healing for the collective. There is a lot of agendas out there at the moment, and who knows what's really going on. I think there are multiple things going on. I feel there are multiple things going on because we are a multi-dimensional beings now. We are multi-dimensional beings. We have multi-dimensional consciousnesses. The collective is not all at the same level of consciousness. Therefore, we are all at a different reality. Now, somebody wrote to me today, she's on here now, and asked me literally about that. Christina, can you check me out and see if I'm okay, if I'm not too detached because I'm not feeling it, this sort of thing. Some of us are not feeling what's going on out there in the collective, and some are really feeling it, and some are in fear, and some are in chaos, and all sorts, and some are actually sick. So there's all sorts of things going on there. Now, as bodhisattvas, which is somebody who has chosen to work in service and to hold the light. So you're working consciously on your ascension path, and you're raising your consciousness, raising your light, raising your light, raising your light. You're not just raising your light just for yourself anymore. You're raising your light for the collective, which means that you are a bodhisattva, and you have chosen to be in service and to hold the light on behalf of humanity, on behalf of others. It might only be one other, two others, three, whatever, but you are holding the light for however powerful the strength of light is that you have. You are holding that light on behalf of others. You don't need to know who they are until others are able to do so. So that is what we are doing right now. We are able to stay in a higher reality. So coming back to what I was talking about, the realities, there are many realities all existing at the same time. And today I felt, you know what, I really feel like a lot of those realities are all really in our face now. The veils are lifting and we're seeing all of these realities all coexisting at the same time. And so many different agendas going on. I don't want to say any are right or any are wrong. Obviously the good is right, and but everything has its purpose. And so let's say if you are a third dimensional consciousness person, you will see the fear and the chaos and so on. If you are getting stuck back down there or drawn back down there. If you are in the fourth dimension, you will see more emotional stuff going on there. If you are fifth dimensional, there'll be more mind stuff going on. So every reality, wherever your reality is what you're going to be seeing. And whatever reality you see or are aware of, you're holding light for a lower reality or a different reality. In order for all of those realities to merge into one, this is why it is really important for us as those moving through and becoming solidly fifth dimensional beings. The teachers in the fifth dimension, in particular for the fifth ray, we're talking about Lord Hilarion, and it is about holding, healing and holding the Immaculate Concept, which means to be able to hold pure thought on behalf of others. So if we can stay in a high state of consciousness and hold pure thought on behalf of the collective, on behalf of others, then we are working in service. We are doing what we came here to do. Which brings me to every one of us here on the planet today, everyone incarnated to be here at this time, at this specific, very, very, very important time to see the changes. How many people have said, I would love to be here to see the changes? Well, maybe some of you don't, but I always said, I don't want to exit. I don't want to leave. I want to come back as many times as I have to come back so that I can see the changes. Well, you know what? We are seeing the changes now. And we're really blessed to be able to see these changes. So if we can step aside from whatever chaos and fear and stuff is out there, hold our light and hold our light high, we can hold the light on behalf of the others so that we can move through this a lot faster, a lot more quickly. So we've got people on here now, so I'm going to start doing healings because some people won't be able to hang around. So I'm going to have a quick look at what's going on. I'm just going to scan you quickly. I'm not going to go in too deep, or otherwise people will miss out. But you will receive whatever you are meant to receive. Now remember, before we start, dedicate your healing to others. Whether it is someone you know or whether it's just the collective, to whoever needs it, whatever place, etc. Dedicate it to someone else. And the healing will come through. So everybody that's listening to this video after will also receive, because each and every one of us has something different that needs to be healed within us. And everything has a signature frequency. Now, for the way that I work mostly these days, especially when I'm in front of people, is with sacred sound. I don't work with sacred sound all the time, but generally when people are in front of me, it's the sound that comes through. So it's a frequency that comes through in sound. The sound clears the mind plane, takes away the negative thinking and blockages in the mind plane that stops you from being able to connect with the higher, with your higher self. So, and much more, but that's a brief over. So the sounds will come through, and these sounds may all sound similar, but they actually coming through on a different frequency. They come through a particular frequency for whatever that specific healing is needed for that individual. And there are others out there in the collective that also need those particular frequencies. So we're bringing those frequencies through for healing for the collective. Now today, I'm just being guided to say, today is initiating the opening up of the light codes of ascension that I will be bringing through soon. I don't know if it's today, tomorrow, the next day, if it's right here, right now. I don't know. I don't get caught up in that. I just work as it comes to me. So if it's now, it's now. If it's tomorrow, it's tomorrow. It's just whenever it happens, okay? So the first person that is popped up on the screen here is apparently a top fan of mine, and her name's Jeanette Cochran, and she has somebody in mind that she would like to dedicate her healing to. So Jeanette, because you're on the top of the screen now, I'm actually going to go with you, and so just connecting in with you now, Jeanette, and if you can also Thank you, Jeanette. Now, I had a vision for you, Jeanette, as that was coming through. And the vision was a very blue-white energy. Looked like, just energy. Blue-white. Very clear blue-white energy. And it is opening a very clear blue-white for you. So there is a door being opened for you with this particular energy. Now, as somebody else mentioned these energies, and I think I posted it on my page today, this the blue energy is generally related to Mother Mary, by the way. So there's an energy there, and there's a door opening for you coming through. So those, whatever it is that you are working with at the moment, those are the frequencies for you. And I want to move on now to the next person that says, yes, I want healing. So I really love it if you do keep the messages coming up and talk to me. And if I see, yes, I want healing, then I'm going to go with the next one that I see that says, yes, I want healing, that comes up. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Lillian. And so the next person that pops up on the screen now that says, yes, please, or yes, I want healing, then I'm going to go with that. So, hi, Anne, Angel. Beautiful to see you here. Okay, I'm Tanya. Okay, I'm going to go with Tanya right now. Tarimahaya, e nuharaha, e takama, e luanaha, e tura, e nuha, e laminaha, duraha, e lanatu, karila, e monorahia, tia. Koyanaha a maruha ela mari lamo orahama a anuha dari kuraha e lama tukamaha e nuha dari lamataki latuha e nahatu karilaha maruha ela madukamaha eshta. Tanya, you had a message coming through for you. So it's more important for you to have a healing message. You'll be able to play this back later to be able to listen to that again and meditate to it. But I want to let everyone know that Eshta, Eshta, Eshta is a mantra. Hi Danielle, hi Catherine. Eshta, Eshta, Eshta is a mantra that is about purity, okay? Pure, like cream, pure. So it is about purity, purity, purity. And any time that you want to pull through some pure energies, you can bring through the mantra of Eshta, Eshta, Eshta. It's just pure, pure, pure. Keep it pure, keep it light. Absolutely beautiful coming through like that. And just as a further, so that you know, if you are struggling in the mind and you can't, Lillian, I've seen yours, you want healing, I'm going to go with you next. If you have struggling with the mind and with negative thoughts and not being able to be positive and you can't keep your mind clear, Eshtamana, please remember this, Eshtamana, Eshtamana, Eshta is pure, mana is of the mind, pure mind, and it will clear your mind. Just keep saying it. Get yourself some prayer beads, say them 100 times, 200 times, 300 times, whatever. Purify, purify, purify. We are gifted these mantras. I'm able to bring through mantras, by the way, and these mantras are connected to my ancient lineage, which comes through the ancient Egyptian type lineages here. So Eshtamana, pure mind. And if you use them, this is like a quick, not a quick fix, but it is a fast track into the frequencies. It's really important to get the sound frequencies right as well. So getting the pronunciation, Eshtamana, 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 clear the mind, pure mind. Okay, I was going next with Lillian. Lillian, let's see what's happening for you today. Lillian, there's a really urgent energy coming through for you, something that you need, and you need fast, and probably to do with your work. And this is, you were also receiving keys of Enoch. So these are lost keys of wisdom that we lost from the time of Atlantis. So you were receiving high keys coming through there. Also, because I can't remember it all, of course this is going through, but also there was some unlocking going on there for you, unlocking something to come forward for your work, definitely more keys to do with your work. And Rishta, now that mantra is a relatively new one. It's been around for maybe a year or something like that, but and I can't quite remember. If there's somebody online now that is in my groups that remembers what that mantra is for, I think it is something to do with the beloveds. I think it's to do with the divine masculine and the divine feminine coming together. So Rishta, I have a feeling it is to do with the marriage of the divine opposites. So, but for you, Helen McGann, I'm going with you next. For you, Lillian, there's an urgent message for you there. Keep doing your work, doing beautiful work. Keys awakening you to more to bring through for humanity to come through and keep doing what you're doing, spreading the light. Beautiful. Helen McGann, I have this really urgent energy coming through now, a really strong energy. It's like we really union. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Lee. Rishta is to do with union, divine masculine, divine feminine coming together, the union of opposites. Thank you, Lee. Okay, so I'm going with Helen McGann next, but as I'm saying, there is a really urgent energy. There's a strong energy. I'm being pushed, that there's a lot of healing to happen here today, that there is everyone that's coming on obviously has something they need to do out there to share this energy, holding the light for others. Let's go with Helen and see what's happening. Ilaha urshta ula elamaha duramaha eshta duramaha elamaha tukamaha eli urumaha elana tu karilamaha eshta Uramaha ila, uramaha, ramaha. That was really urgent. Helen really needed to come through really fast. You had a lot of Christ consciousness energy coming through there. Again, keys, some unlocking, the mantra Ramaha, and is one of the names of God, and Ila, Ramaha, and Ila. Now these names of God really lift us up into our higher self, our God self. They really take us high. So the more you chant them and use them as mantras, the more you're able to lift up and keep yourself in that really high state. It's really important right now that we keep our frequencies high, that we just able to, hold the light for others. I can see Lillian says she's thought of Enoch a lot lately. Vicky Picture, I'm going with you next. So really there's this urgent energy coming through. Let's really do it. All of you are not just healing for yourself, but for others. Let's go with Vicky Picture. Vicky, I had a vision for you. You had a lot of very strong galactic energy coming through there, and I had a vision of a horse's eye and a little person standing to the side. The eye was very, very prominent. And Vicky, the message for you is, please, can you see your own power? You have it. It's really important that you recognize your power. You're not just this little person at the side there. You have a great power, and you look at it as if you're looking through the eyes of the horse, I guess. I don't know, but anyway, there is some really strong power for you. So you've got your horsepower going on. So a lot of very galactic energy coming through there, really cutting through the metallic energies, you know, very strong energy coming through there. How do I spell the mantra? Channel for me so I can chant it. I can't remember the mantra, Lillian. Ask me later, or ask me again, and I'll put it up. I can't remember which one I told you. Christina feels like dancing. So let's have a look. Who else is in here that's looking for healing? Ario. Okay. I'm going to go with you now. To apologize, somebody rang me and I got cut off, so I'm back in there with Ariel. I'm in with Ariel, so I'm waiting for Ariel to come back in. I'm still in the energy, so I'm just going to go with it. This is for Ariel. Again, very urgent energy coming through there for Ariel. My apologies for being cut off there, but that energy was for Ariel, and it's not finished. Sorry, I'm just going to go in for a little bit more. Okay, I'm being reminded that this healing that was coming through for Ariel at the beginning, I remember now, was a very galactic energy, but it was to do with creation codes. So working with the co-creating with source, co-creating with source. This is the message for Ariel today. Co-creating with source right now, so be very careful what you're thinking, what you're feeling. Really stay on top of that, because you're really strongly co-creating with source right now. Okay, Rachel Ellis, I'm going with you now, Rachel. Ilaha Ela Tukamaha E Tukala Matu Raha Elama Nuraha Ilamaha E Tukamaha Ela Ela Ela. Uramahaila. Rachel, I'm being shown a little house. It looks like a little bird house, but I don't know if it's anything to do with the bird house or if it's to do with your own home. But there's something about a stillness around your home, bringing the calm over the home. There's this sense of peace coming through, a sense of peace and healing coming through, and there's definitely something to do with the home. It looked like a birdhouse or a birdhouse letterbox or something, but it has to do with a little house. Something to do with a little house. Maybe it's a tiny house, I don't know. Something to do with the house or the home. But definitely the energy coming through there, and I'd like you to re-listen to that later because you actually received a message and there are mantras in there that are important for you to sound throughout the house. So that's for you. Natasha, yes, Natasha, now I remember you were there with your question before, so let's go with Natasha. Natasha Lee Friedenstein, I hope I got it right. Amuha etakama, Nadohaya, Maru haenahu, Kari, Lamu enaha, Mantakayaha, Doma enatu, Tarihara, Mane lamu etaka, Enuhaina, Manu akana, Rurahae, No amahaya, Nuke nahae, No e la ma ne e toka, Ne ru hae na hamae, Tundara mahai na tukiana, Estora mahae la, Mandura hae na, Do e la ha ama, Nutaka mahae, Naru hae la mahae, La tukamaha, E nu rahae la maa nuha. E deri la mahateka, danaha e la mahate kuyana a, maduka maha e la hashta, dandura hayana ha e, natura he naka a, ela. Natasha, I have a sense that there is a message for you. I'm going to get you to touch base with me later because I have a feeling that there's a message that I can bring through for you. I have a feeling that I need to bring it through in English. I'm not confident to bring messages through in English yet, but it is something that Amatron is starting to encourage me to do. But as I try to bring it through in English, the light codes tend to come through instead, and that is because I am more comfortable with stepping aside completely from the ego and bringing through the light codes and the language of light, because I don't have to interpret it, and it goes straight to the soul. But there is an urging of me to start doing some work channeling through the messages in English. But because I am so conditioned to bringing through the light codes, it is a natural thing for me to go straight into the light codes and the light language. And I'm not so confident in bringing it through in English because part of my ego is afraid of getting it wrong. But just touch base with me later, and when I have time, I will see if I can do it for you. But there feels like there needs to be a sense of calm. Everything is okay. That energy was very calming. But listen to the message again, meditate upon it, and go with that. So I have Irma Kamzik. I can't say it, but anyway, Irma, I think you know who it is. Hi Kathy, just popping there. So let's go with Irma. We've had a lot of urgent energy coming through earlier. Now there seems to be a little bit more calming energies coming through. Let's see what's coming through for Irma. Irma, you had some keys coming through there, some unlocking going on, and I had a sense of adjustments going on for you, some adjusting happening to your energy field so that you could receive those higher keys. The clicking of my teeth are the keys of Enoch, which is to do with a lost knowledge from the time of Atlantis. So you're being receiving them back again. They are being activated, so they're always there but dormant, and the sound keys are what helps to reactivate them. So they're coming through and they're being activated. I also had a vision of you sitting cross-legged. I felt like it wasn't really clear. It felt like it was it was dark. It felt like sitting on the beach. I really feel like there's a connection that you need to have, or something at the beach or in the sand, you know, connecting with the sand. It was definitely beach sand, and it felt like evening. So I don't know if that means anything to you or not, but it is something quite significant. Maybe at some point you were at the beach, or you're going to be. Where if you are, just be conscious, be aware of whatever signs and things are coming through for you. Thank you. Okay, we have Lorena Elia. Lorena Elia. Now, before I go any further, I just want to, I'm going to do you next, Lorena. I just want to say that when you're receiving the healing today, what I'm recommending, because we are, you know, we are healing for the collective here, healing, yes, for ourselves, but for the collective. So I'm recommending that you dedicate your healing to others today. That yes, you are receiving your healing, but this is you holding the light on behalf of the collective. You can be an individual person, a group of people, a place or whatever, or for the collective, or just for in general, whoever needs it. But please dedicate your healing to go, you know, out there for others as well. So you, the light being, giving in service. I'm back again. People just think they can ring me for no reason. Anyway, let's let that go. Maybe they need healing. So I'm with throw me out. Please come back to the person that I was to do. Is it I've forgotten the person. Can you just pop your name back up again? Because otherwise the energies are working through, but can you just pop your name back up, whoever it was? Otherwise I'll go to someone else and then I'll come back again. Lorena. That's the one. Okay, let's go with Lorena. Lorena Elia. Dedicating your healing to others. Eshtontormi laha. E nuha re lamaha te ku. Ma e naha e. Uramaha e lama. Nuramaha e lanu tukaya. Eshtontormi lamaha. Eshtontormi. Eshtontormi lamaha. E laha e la. Maruha e lamaha. Uraha e lama tukamaha e. Na tukamaha elaha elaha ela uramaha eshton tormi 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 eshton Lorena, that mantra, Eshton Torami, that is for you to chant. Eshton Torami, Eshton Torami, Eshton Torami. Please use it. Chant it at least 100 times each time you use it. Allow it to build up. If you touch base with me later, today, tomorrow, whenever, and remind me, Eshton Torami, I will look it up for you. I don't remember what all the mantras mean, but that one is a mantra that came through for me many years ago, and it is very significant. I remember actually recording the meaning of that particular mantra. Eshton Torami, I think it is to do with, no, I'm not even going to guess. So touch base with me at some point and I will look it up for you, but it's very significant for you at this point in time. Please do use it as much as you can. Christina would like to have healing, and she is dedicating her healing to all those who are struggling to find a place to live. Beautiful. Thank you, Christina. Christina, you received the creation codes. As I was saying to those that haven't weren't on earlier. Everything that needs healing has a particular frequency, and I'm able to bring through these frequencies. Some of the sounds may sound the same, but they come through with their own particular frequency, which is for that specific healing. And Christina was dedicating her healing to all of those people who are needing somewhere to live right now. And beautifully, the creation codes, sounds of creation came through. So may all of those people that are looking for a home be able to be in alignment with the creation sounds to be able to bring that forward. Excuse me. Yes, Lillian, I will do that. I just want to see if there's somebody else first that hasn't had their healing yet. So just remind me, Lillian, if I haven't come back to you later. So now I'm going with Rosemary, I guess. Rosemary, healing for Rosemary. Rshta ela ma'u alaha a matukamaha ela Uramaha ela matukamaha ela uramaha ela nuraha ela matukia eshta Rosemary, you're receiving a lot of cross-consciousness Syrian sound codes there from the Syrian masters, and some adjustments happening there. There was it's like inviting the flame, inviting the ascension flame, please, because you are readying for that the seventh initiation energies that come through with the ascension flames. So please call upon the Syrian masters and invite in the Syrian energies, because that is what is flowing through you now, wanting to flow through you now, if not already. You're ready for it, and just a few adjustments and and your lineage is Sirian. Okay, so the Sirian sound codes, by the way, people, are that whistling, that dolphin whistling type noise that comes through. So please listen to that again later and allow yourself to be in the space of just meditating to your own sounds if you can. Okay, I hope you receive from that. Catherine Cooper, me please. Urramaha, ila, ila, ila. Catherine, I want you to focus on the solar plexus area this week, if you can. Focusing on the solar plexus area, but also I've got a sense of crack that whip. Crack that whip. And I could see this strange, funny little whip thing going on there. But the message is, you know what the message is, crack that whip. And also the solar plexus is just causing a little bit of a block in the flow of downward energies that are needing to be anchored. So focus on keeping the solar plexus clear, staying in a calm space, and drawing on the downward flow of energies and anchor them into the earth. So crack that whip and get that happening. Who else have we got here? Michelle Hitchcock would like healing. I haven't done you yet, Michelle, so let's get in there. I'm just getting a little bit comfy here. Araha e lama tukamaha e la na unaha e du ama e nukyanaha e urahe la ma ne tukana e nutema unaha e la ma u a ne tukamaha e la nuha e na tukamaha eshtonto mi la hana owa yanaha e tuka duraha e la mari la mahate kunaha e ma ishta. Michelle, your higher self wants to be fully embodied. So that was a really big energy. I don't know if you could see, but it was like, it was really hard inside my body. They're trying to control it as I let it come through. So, you know, a really big energy, you carry a really big energy, you haven't anchored it fully yet, is really calling on you, that you're being called now. You're being called now to really work with those big energies that you can in service to humanity. Thank you, Michelle. I hope that helps. Did I already do you an angel? I don't think I did. Did I do an angel before? I don't know. I'll just get you to send me another message. Who we got here? Hi, Sylvia. I need people to write, yes, please, healing. For those of you that have only just come on, if you want healing, I need you to say, thank you, Catherine. I mean, not thank you for it, it almost hurts, but your heart is expanding, it almost hurts, okay. If you want healing, you need to write, yes, please, I want healing, and I will do it for you now. And we are asking that you dedicate your healing to someone or something else in the world. This comes for you, but it also goes out to the collective because we are one. So while I'm waiting for new ones to come up, we have Lillian has asked again for please give healing to beings who live in the underworld, if I can. She says, I feel they really need it. Thank you. Okay, Lillian, let's just see what comes through, and I can feel it. Wow, Lillian, that was an interesting request, and I could feel it coming through. What I really felt with that, and maybe, please do comment, please do give your feedback on there, and please do share this as well for others that are coming through so that they can also receive healing. But that felt very much to me like a crying. It felt like releasing the suffering of those that Lillian had requested for healing for those who live in the underworld. It was like, yes, they're crying out for it. They really are crying out for it. So they require our prayers. Let's pray for them. Let's pray for all of them to be released and to come up and into the light and to find peace just like everybody else. Everybody deserves it. What else I've done? Michelle, I've done. I don't know, and so I don't know if one was for me when I didn't hear the start. Okay, and that means that I haven't done yours. So let's do you now, Anne. Okay. Just keeping in mind the healing is for you, but it's also who you are dedicating it to right now. Anne Angel Tronosamosa. I can't pronounce it, but we know who it is. E laha e nu takaya, e nu hari ma nu takamaha e, la nuha e raha e lama, nu raha e lama tuki, dari lamaha e, turaha e lamaha e, nu takamaha e la. Maru, 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 le nu rohayana ha e, natuke maha e no tiki, ra e no waha, manehe no tuki, dari la maha e, na ruha e maha a, nu a naha o, kayana ha e la, amahi no ke, dari la ma e naha o, nahua ayana ha e, maruha e la mata, tatrami, lantura maha e, la unaha e la, maru la manaha e, uraha e la ma, uraha e la maha, lama. There's more a message for you, Angel, Anne, Angel, and if you can listen to that and meditate to that, You'll note that a lot of my messages come through in mantra form. This is because the mantras are for you, the ones that stand out to you, the ones that you go, that one is stuck in my head, that is the one for you. And use it and use it and use it and use it. It lifts you up and will help you to go to whatever it is that your higher self is wanting right now. Catherine said she felt resistance to her heart opening, and that's why she was feeling the pain. Julie Rains would like to dedicate her healing for the children. For the children. And you'll note that sometimes my body is moved around in different positions, and that's so that the right frequency can come through, because like I said, that everything has a sound frequency for healing, and my body is moved around so I can get the right sound that comes through. And sometimes they come through, same sounds, but they come through in a different way. For the children, there was some unusual sounds coming through there, and also some keys and some codes, because they are our future. Jeanette says she felt a very strong longing for communication with the humans. I think she means the healing for those in the underworld. Sylvia would like healing to anchor peace in all beings. Yes, Sylvia, anchor peace in all beings. Sylvia requested healing for peace to all beings, and the energy was very much of the Syrian energies of Christ consciousness, and all feminine energy coming through. The masculine was more or less laid to rest, if you like, when that was happening, and it was all feminine energy coming through. Good night, Helen. Blessings to you too. Julie felt the sadness, and Catherine felt resistance to the underworld. Fair enough, Catherine, fair enough. Yes, if you would like healing, anybody, please just reminding you that you need to write in the comment box that you would like healing, so that I know Helen also had said she'd felt so much sadness. Yes, oh, okay, and lost sound for a few minutes there. Hi, Faye. You're welcome, Michelle, thank you. Hi, Caleb. Michelle, see you. Let's have a look if I have missed anybody. Otherwise, just please keep commenting. Please, keep them coming so that I can bring through more healing and dedicating your healing. This is my finger, by the way, because I'm using the phone. Dedicating your healing to others, to the collective, or to somebody in particular, or to a place. I think I have covered everybody that has written on here now, so if there's anybody else that would like healing, please do comment, and I will bring healing through for you. There are still some people on, I think, that haven't had healing yet, so if you would like that, please do request, and I'll bring it through for you now, or for another purpose. So we still have 10 people watching. There's healing for you if you would like it. You've received healing anyway, and I don't think I can think of anything else right now, so please just pop in the comment box if you want something else. And Catherine had said expanding heart almost hurt for the homeless. Okay, I won't want to thank you, Jeanette Cochran, asking for healing for me. Christina Ritchie, thank you. I will receive that gratefully. Okay, so let's just see if there's anything else that needs to come through for everybody here today, for unity consciousness, for the collective, for healing what is going on in the world today, for clearing the virus, for lifting consciousness, raising people's consciousness, and bringing the world together in peace and harmony, raising through the chaos and through and into the ascension. Yes, please, for all. So let's just see if we can all just go into meditation now to receive, just closing your eyes, coming in touch with your heart space. And Anne says, I gave a mantra but didn't capture. We'll need to have a little bit of a look through, a listen through again if you can, Anne. And or you may hear it come through again now, you might read, because often the mantras come through quite often. So if everyone can just close their eyes now, connect in with your heart. Know that each and every person that is on here today, we are all connecting at the level of the heart, and our hearts are beaming light out all over the world, reconnecting with anyone and everyone that would like a heart connection to receive healing today. And we give our thanks to the great Father, Mother, God, Goddess, all that is, to our higher selves, to our higher guidance, to the Ascended Masters and to the Galactic Federation, to the angels and the archangels, to all light beings and to all enlightened beings, to all bodhisattvas around the planet today that are doing their greatest service in holding light on behalf of others. That's you guys and more. Bringing through more healing and thanks and gratitude. a message coming through from there, and that is that we are all drinking from the same fountain. We are all drinking from the same fountain. Hi, Lindell. If you're requiring healing, Lindell, then you need to place the message in the comment box there, and I'll bring healing through for you. And we are dedicating our healing to others as well, so that others may receive. So that was the message, that we are all drinking from the same fountain. And I also saw a vision of it looked like a lotus opening, but it was a paper lotus opening, almost like an origami. An origami lotus is what it was, an origami lotus. So the message there is that hi Lindell, origami, it's an art. We fold the paper and make something beautiful. So we are creating our own enlightenment. We are in that place now. Before the year 2000, and then again before the year 2012, and they were saying, we're going into the end of the world, and the Mayan calendar finished in 2012, and they said, that we didn't know what was coming after 2012 because the Mayan calendar finished and we were entering into a time of darkness. Well, that's the time that we are in now. We're in that time of darkness. And all that simply means is that we don't know what's coming. We certainly did not know that this was coming. So we are our own, we're all drinking from the same fountain. We are folding our own selves into little lotuses. So how precise we do that is up to us. How much work we do on ourselves to raise our frequency, it is up to us. It's all very well to say we're going through a process of awakening and we're all going to ascend, but do something. Be proactive, do something. Lift your frequency, keep it up, hold the light, stay out of fear, stay out of chaos. Don't get caught up in, debates and who's right and who's wrong and what's going on. Like I said, there are so many realities existing at the same time. They're all happening, all of them. And we get to choose our reality. We get to choose our reality. So which reality are we living in? Which reality are you living in? Okay, there's stuff going on out there. We're not stupid. We can see it, we can hear it, we can read it. We know that, and we need to be proactive. We need to do what we're being told to do. Isolate, wash our hands, and so on and so forth. Hi, Bron, and do all of the things that they are saying. But which reality are you living in? The higher the reality is that you are in, the clearer the reality is that you are living in, the higher the frequency that you are carrying, the more in service you are of humanity, and every thought that you have is affecting humanity. So keep it clear, keep it high, and keep doing the work. The message was, we are all drinking from the same fountain, and we are all folding our origami lotuses. So let's make them beautiful lotuses, and if you get it wrong, do it again, do it again, do it again, till you get a beautiful lotus of enlightenment, and hold that light on behalf of humanity. So before I go, we still have 11 people on. If anybody wants healing, please pop in the comment box, yes, I want healing. Thank you. And yes, beautiful, strong energies coming through now. Whoops, what happened? We lost our picture. I think sorry. I clicked on the turn the camera around-y thing. Hi, Bron. And so if there's anybody there now, otherwise we're going to close this and say bye till next time. But I want to say that I am going to come on regular, so please, maybe, I don't know, I'm still not that smart with all of this, but I think there's something that says that you can register for when I go online. So if you want to do that and come on again when I'm offering free healing, please register for that so that you get notified. Also, every Monday, every single Monday for the last 100 and I think like 5 or 6 weeks or something like that, I have been running a Sacred Sound Healing video private classes. It is you pay by the month. It's once a week. It's healing for the collective, healing for yourself. It's awakening. It's light codes that are bringing you up. I'm coming to you in a second, Lindell. And it lifts your frequencies and awakens you to the brow chakra, the gifts of the brow chakra. Now, you can come in by the month. Tomorrow is the last day for March. And if you do it casual, it's $15 to come in. It's very cheap to receive such a healing, and also there's always teachings coming through as well, messages coming through and teachings that come through my intuitive reading, and Bron also, yes. So if you would like to do that, just go to my, it's called Going Live, and I'll put it in the comment box after. Going Live, or someone might like to type it up now, Going Live with Amatron, Bringer of Truth. So every Monday, please feel welcome to come into that group, and we do it on Zoom. But meanwhile, I will be coming in and doing free healing sessions regularly, especially at this particular time now. And we're up to, thank you Jeanette, we're up to number 103 starting tomorrow, and it is always at 12 o'clock Egypt, 12 o'clock midday Egypt time, which in Perth is 6 p.m. I think 9 or about 9 p.m. on the eastern states of Australia. In the rest of the world, I don't know, you have to check it out. So I'm going to go with Lindell and then with Bron. So Lindell Marshall Rowe, healing for you. And I really know that you need this, Lindell. So let's Hari hamaha he takur, ela maruha enatu, rale nuramaha, enaha tekma lanuta, ena lenu anaha e, mane uruaya dati takema manuha, te la lalaha e, maru lenu araha enuta, Keiri lamunaha ema unaha e maruhayana ne tukama ha ela mari lana ala anu na te kuraha e lamana e nu nanaha eta karila mane nanaha e tu karuhana e naha e na manaha e tu karima karima Karina. Wow, Lindell, that was rather amazing. It's your eyes, isn't it? Is it your eyes that you're working on? I can't remember, but that was all in the eyes, which means it was the eyes, my eyes, that was rolling back in my head. But means that whatever you are working on right now is to do with the brow chakra. Please place your focus on healing the brow chakra. Listen to that message as much as you can. If you have someone clever that can edit it out for you, download this and edit that little piece out for you, or just record it onto your phone or something. This is very important. There is a message. That was a message for you to help you heal whatever it is that you're needing to heal, and it is to do with awakening the brow chakra. Very important. Thank you, Lindell. Thank you for coming on. Bron, okie dokie. Let's go with Bron. See what's happening here, Bron Thomas. Ron, I had a vision for you sitting in lotus position with, all I can say is like, it was like this, like a cardboard or like a sign, like a piece of art paper or something, and I felt it means something to do with you. There were creation codes coming through for you. So I feel like you are in a place of being able to offer a lot, and it's like the sign, or it was blank. It's blank. You can put out there whatever you want to put out there. It's ready to go. It's just up to you. It's up to you to bring it through. Sylvia Alessio. Hei la matatari ha nu ta tetarami hanto kena lukena ha ma u ana nu ara hei la mata te tura ha nahuayana ma nu na tatatrami lantura maha na lelula ha maha mandura hayana ha tukana nu ha aradi la matatatrami mandura maha la nura ha la matatatrami dandura maha la maha daruha la mandura maha lanuha estontormi lanaha la. Sylvia, stay in the channel, aligned, keep aligned, please keep aligned in that message, whatever that message was for you. Very important for you to get that. So I felt it was very much about alignment. You're welcome. Going live, Amatron Truth for Monday evening sound codes. Janet says, thank you, Janet. Lindell, thank you. Anybody else? We've still got 14 people on. Does anybody want healing? Please just pop a message in the box there before we close off, and I will send healing now for you if you pop your name in the box. Otherwise, we're gonna say bye until next time. Okie dokie. Has anybody got any questions that they would like to ask me before I do go? Please also, anything that you want to know, if I can help you out with it, please just pop a question in there. Share the video with your friends and people that you think might be able to receive from it. Remember to come in next time, and I'll learn a little bit more about how to operate this thing in a better way. And thank you, Sylvia. Thank you, everybody, for coming in today. It was just the perfect day. As I said earlier, today's the day that the Ascension light codes beginning to come through, and you're a part of it. You're all a part of it. Anybody here today and anybody watching this, you're receiving and helping for the collective to bring through the ascension as we move through the path of sorrow. You can see people are still moving through the chaos. They're still doing the walk of sorrow. They're still carrying their cross and the burden. They're still doing that. And then, but don't worry, they'll get through it. They'll get through it. We're being pushed. It's going faster, and coming through into the resurrection and then into the ascension. And beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being willing to receive the codes of ascension. And I hope to see you all again on here soon. I really would like to know you more. Bronze says, so intensely powerful. And yes, I understand about the art paper. I'm ready to create spirit portraits. Yes, coming through. So lovely. And good night. I just tuned in before bed. Well, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for confirmation. Thank you, Lorena. And Sylvia dedicated her healing to humanity to dissolve their fears. Is that a separate one that you want to do now, Sylvia, or was that the one that you already had? Jeanette's head is so expanded and intense. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for coming in. Remember that great big energy that's wanting to work with you. Yeah, it's so interesting, and I think this is going to be really exciting if we can do some more of these lives, really come in, all of these different energies coming from different places, really adding to getting it out there, and you know, it's just fantastic, absolutely beautiful. It's time. This is the time we were born for. Let's all be part of it. Sylvia, one more question. Did you want, was that your healing you dedicated to, or did you want a separate one? Otherwise, we're going to say good night to those of you in Australia. Good afternoon to those somewhere else in Egypt and places like this. And good morning to those of you who are just rising up. Thank you for all the love hearts. I love it. Thank you for all your feedback. Thank you, Sylvia. And I hope to see you again soon. It could be in a few days. I really want to try and post some light codes every day if I can, but it just depends how busy I am, because I am working online all the time. And if anybody's interested in doing the Ascension program, please reach out. I've got some good specials going on. And good night, Catherine. Love seeing your I love seeing you there. I can't see your face, but I love seeing you there too. So yes, just reach out and let me see how I can help you best. Love you all. Infinite blessings of love, light, and Luxor light ascension healing frequencies. May you receive. Love you. Bye.